Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Not new run, sorry, challenges, the tank. I'm assuming this one was in Wrath of the Lamb, wasn't it? Yeah, you're like Maggie, tons of HP but very slow, maybe Black Bean? No, Thunder Thighs, Mask of Infamy, Yamaheart, and Lard. Okay, well here's our seed. This is TT 8R 23 North America, and it is the tank. So you can at least, even if you're not doing the challenge, you can get the same item generation as me, I guess. I have no idea, by the way, if we're gonna be fighting Mom, or if we're gonna be fighting Satan, as almost killed us on that last run. Our ignorance almost killed us, I should say. Alright, so that was probably a pretty bad start. I am hoping to snag some deals with the devil on this run. Mostly because anything that ups our damage really compensates for the fact that we are super fucking slow. I do love Thunder Thighs. I don't like it as much as Leo, because I don't think Leo comes with an equivalent speed down, if I remember correctly. But that's okay. We can always find like a black market or something here. I don't want to get too close to that bomb, nor do I really want to mess with this. Above all else, you know, speed and damage upgrades are going to be key on this one. This is probably a mistake to start this run like 55 minutes before the NLSS starts, huh? Because it is a slow fucking day, as Raffi would say. Yeah, I quote Raffi, you got a problem? Take it up with my banana phone. I feel like I'm almost a weird Raffi hipster. I'm like, everybody knows Banana Phone, but Baby Beluga's the best Raffi song. Ever since Raffi got popular for Banana Phone, he's been different, man. I don't know if that's true at all. I mean, he was already like 40 when those songs made it big. Thank you, Infamy. Now, if I can get the speed plus range upgrade here, I would be over the moon like Apollo 13. I mean, I guess it's hard to... What does that expression even mean, over the moon? I mean, I know what it means. It means you're happy. But what does it, like, mean, you know? How can you be over the moon? It's in, like, three-dimensional space with, like, a three-dimensional gravitational field. You can't really be over it, except from your own perspective, you know? Ever think about that, idiom makers? Didn't think so. Probably. Maybe you did. Oh, right. We can't see what this is. Evil plus range plus shot speed up. I mean, it's fine. It gives us a better chance of getting a deal with the devil on the next floor because of the black heart, but that boss rush room, boss trap room, I guess, boss gauntlet, if we're being 100% correct, unlikely to work out for us, I would say. Now, even dodging is a little tricky due to our slow speed. That's how you know your speed is very much down. I mean, Thunder Thighs is a speed down, and then an equivalent speed down from Lard as well. Maybe more than equivalent, I don't know. I just say equivalent because if you say a word like equivalent, it makes you sound like you know what you're talking about, even if you don't. There's my pro tip for sounding a little bit more legitimate, if you ask me. We're gonna crush all these pots. We can get a little bit of money out of it. I don't know if there's speed upgrades like for sale in the shop. Maybe it doesn't matter though. Mostly, apart from the pots, which will give me money or spiders, I'm also crushing these rocks to look for black markets. And to be honest with you, I'm crushing the rocks because my vision when it comes to tinted rocks is basically nil. Certainly inadequate. So by crushing these rocks, I give myself, the rocks and the poop, I give myself the best chance possible of discovering those rewards, which I should be able to see, but oftentimes do not. Okay, let's see what we got here. Check the time, make sure we're doing okay. Now, I'm gonna prove to you the Dingle fight, pretty easy, even with low speed, or I'm gonna try to prove it anyway. I shouldn't get too ahead of myself here. As long as he does the whistle attack, this fight is like the easiest shit of all time. You take a, yeah, okay, that's fine. I got hit by those little detritus poops, that's okay. Mostly want to make sure we're just, mostly just want to make sure that we're, not losing our black heart here. You know what, I'm gonna put a bomb down, maybe speed this shit up a little bit. Yeah, that's what you get. There's how you fight Dingle, right there. Throw a bomb in his face. He will turn around and go in the other direction. Couple more hits will do it. Okay. Should get a deal with the devil. Please, Lord, have mercy. Let it be good. Okay. HP is definitely what we needed right now. And then... Look, I know we had this on our last run. I'm taking it. We need... first off, we have a huge surplus of HP. And secondly... We need damage to be able to destroy enemies very, very quickly. This is like, I feel like we just picked up exactly where we left off here. If there's an item in front of you, cancel whatever you're doing that afternoon. Call Caden to my office and cancel our appointments. I really like that expression because, first off, she's not employed by me. She's just my wife. Secondly, just my wife. Secondly, I don't have a phone. I have to use like a cell phone, and that seems a little formal, doesn't it? Thirdly, I don't have an office. I'm recording this in my bedroom right now. So there's a lot of reasons that joke is absurd, even if it wasn't particularly funny. I'm not going all the way down there for that. I will go into our curse room because, like, fuck. Like, give me a speed upgrade or something. You know what? Guppy's Collar is fine in my books, man. If we can become Guppy, that takes us one step closer to being able to fly, and being able to fly means it doesn't really matter that we're super slow because we can avoid all the obstacles in our way. I can fly clearly now thanks to the miracle of aviation. I can avoid all the obstacles in my way, except for anything but rocks and poop and fire. I can't even avoid fire, you would still get hit by it. Anyway, this is going well so far. I mean, Brimstone, Little Brimstone, our damage is sorted. We could beat Satan, as we proved, with just this. You know what? Maybe we should take the tick on this run. Why not, right? The goat hoof would be better, but there's like 55 trinkets in the game. There's not actually 55, there's just a lot. Why hold out for one that is unlikely to show up? Oh, that should be good, yeah. So I'm assuming that because you start with so much HP, and, you know, decent items in the form of Thunder Thighs, that this is probably one of those runs where they're not going to be content with you stopping after the mom fight. You're going to have to go a little bit further than that if you're going to impress me on this run. So what am I thinking? Thinking probably we're going to have to go to Mom's Heart. Don't crush the mushrooms. That's a big mistake. Big portobello steak. Could go for that. I got to admit, I still don't really like mushrooms. And it makes me feel like an idiot, okay? Because I know when I do talk about acquired tastes. I like whiskey. I like, you know, coffee. I like beer. I like strong beers. I like fermented foods like pickles and whatnot. But when it comes to mushrooms, I've had a lot of them in my life. I just can't get behind them most of the time. People say, oh, mushrooms are delicious. And I don't disagree. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion, of course, about the whole mushroom debate. But for whatever reason, they've just never really resonated with me. Whenever I get a mushroom, even like, for me, mushrooms, they don't ruin a pizza, but they do compromise my enjoyment of it. Which I know a lot of people are going to take issue with, but hey, man, I'm just being honest. I even am going to go down to the next floor here. I'm just being honest. If I could get a pizza without mushrooms on it, I would prefer to. I'll still eat a pizza with mushrooms on it. It would be disingenuous of me to suggest that that I wouldn't, because I've done it many times in the past. My love for pizza overrides my distaste for mushrooms, but still, I don't know, man. I don't know. One of these days, maybe I'll come around on mushrooms. My parents were right about... I shouldn't have done that. My parents were right about everything else. Oh, you know, you don't like soup. One day you're gonna like soup. And yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't like soup. Oh, you know, you don't like rice. One day you'll like rice. Oh, you don't like broccoli. One day you'll like broccoli. This is all true. I love broccoli. I would have a broccoli and rice soup right now with a side of espresso and a thick-ass, like, German stout with a pickle on the side. Sake it to me. Now, if you said, hey, we're gonna have a mushroom soup, I would say, can you put the mushrooms on the side, please, and just give me the liquid? And people would look at me like I was a 2-year-old baby. That's it. I've gotta, like, as an adult, you gotta like mushrooms, man. The older you get, you end up interacting with mushrooms on a regular basis. It's something that it causes me an incredible degree of social stress. You think that's a joke? Tycho Brahe died due to social stress. He was holding his urine in when he was at, like, some, you know, lunch with a kick-ass duke or something like that because it was impolite to go to the bathroom. If you're the nobility back in, like, you know, medieval Europe, you could say it's bad manners to go to the bathroom. What the fuck's that? It's bad manners to breathe. So if you could just, you know, strangle yourself, that'd be great. You had that kind of power back then. Anyway, people are always eating mushrooms all the time. You go to a restaurant, oh, it's served in a mushroom sauce. I don't want your mushroom sauce. That is a great euphemism also. Just give me some barbecue sauce. Give me some Sweet Baby Ray's or something like that. But I don't know, man. People look down on you for not liking mushrooms. It's like, it's kind of similar to not really liking wine. But at least wine has some kind of intoxicating benefit, even if you're not an enormous fan of the flavor. I think that's bullshit. If you ever give support for people who have a palate that does not support mushroom-related endeavors. You ever encounter someone and they say, I don't like mushrooms, don't go, you don't like mushrooms? They're so earthy and they're so good for you and oh, they're so earthy. Get over it, man. People like different things. Can we just get like one single speed upgrade here? Is that possible? Strength is, I don't know, better than the devil? Maybe, maybe not. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really love either of these items, but because I've been going apeshit on these challenge runs, I figure why don't we at least take one of them? We'll take Headless Baby. Headless Baby is, okay. It's not bad. Wouldn't nearly go that far. Yeah, so we got 18 keys. How could I justify not opening this? Well, I can justify not opening it because golden chests have a tendency in Rebirth to not nearly be as good as their brethren. What do you got going on here? And that's true, by the way. At least in my experience thus far, I find it true that golden chests have a tendency to be a little bit worse than they were in vanilla. It's okay, though. I mean, I'll survive. I'm not going to be a big baby about it. It's not like it's mushrooms or anything like that. If you like mushrooms, by the way, I'm not going out on a limb and saying, hey, mushrooms suck. If you like mushrooms, you're a fucking idiot. No. I recognize that I'm in the wrong. Should be crushing more rocks. I recognize that I'm in the wrong on this whole mushroom discussion. But, that being said, I think you gotta stop being so militant about mushrooms, man. And the mushroom militancy. That's my platform. I'm gonna be running for president in, you know, 2018. Obviously, that's not an American election year cycle. That's because I'm not running for American president. That would be against the Constitution. I am running for president of my school board. I don't even know what that means, but I got a few years to think about it. I think I'm the right man for the job, though. That's the most important thing. You know, I'd be a lot more inclined to crush more rocks if, you know, we had some speed upgrades here. Since we don't, I found myself not really caring at all. Not caring enough, at least. Please be a speed upgrade. Ooh, fairly close. But you let me down for the last time here. I will try to crush the skulls, because the tarot cards from the skulls can be useful. What the heck is this? Abundance? Destruction. Yeah, okay. Let's take the Hagalaz room. The Haagen-Dazs room with me here. Rune with me here. Apparently this rune causes destruction. I don't really know how to take that. I know these runes are basically like, I mean, they occupy the same space as like tarot cards or pills. Probably should have taken that, like, Jera rune. What the heck? I used it. We got more runes as a result. We got a second Hagalaz rune. Did we have these before? Strength? Just like double everything on the room? I think it doubles everything on the room. I could see that being useful. Okay, so let's learn that. Abundance doubles everything on the room. That's going to be our approximation for now. Just for now. Can always look it up later if we're not happy with how that model of the world is working out for us. Nothing. Well, money, but probably unlikely to end up using that money. And I'm probably unlikely to backtrack for this rune as well. Like, I know there's a second Hagalaz rune, but not really interested in backtracking for it, considering how much of a pain in the ass it is for me to even walk from, like, point A to point B. So, let's just enjoy what we have while we have it. Please, God, be some form of speed upgrade. Oh, it could be. It might be. It is not. Touchdown. Premature. Could be, it might be. I can see forever now. I know you can hear me now, here's a surprise. A lack of speed upgrade brings tears to my eyes. Well, I mean, these are all really good pills. We got a health upgrade, a range upgrade, another I can see forever. There might have been a luck upgrade in there, I can't remember, but they're not speed upgrades. Maybe speed upgrades are disabled. So we're on, like, Depths 1? Yeah, on Depths 1, I'm not going to use the Hagalaz rune. What I will use is, I'll use my Brimstone magic here. And then I'll use this rune on the Mom fight. I have no idea what it does. But if we're only going to be fighting Mom, we might as well save the destruction for that, right? No thank you, sir. Anything but the shovel, you probably could have convinced me to pick it up, but the shovel itself, no thank you. 2 keys. We're going to re-roll our whole run? No. Okay. I don't like... Well, we can't take them anyway, but I definitely do not like Mom's toenail. I think that is a trinket that is just as likely to burn you in the bumhole as it is to make your life any better. Thank God we got all these keys. I don't know for sure if this is our last floor, but I think there's a fairly realistic chance it is. I mean, this run doesn't start super overpowered. I mean, it does in a way, alright? To be fair, you start with a staggering amount of HP. That's really good, you know? HP is, that'll open a lot of doors for you. But I think it's less powerful than the Darkness Falls run. At least with its starting conditions. Oh my god. What did I say? Well, we're probably unlikely to get the goat hoof, so we might as well hook to... What an idiot! Now, I'm not going to buy the starter deck, because I think that might actually cause us to lose our rune. Okay, we got a tears upgrade, a health upgrade, a luck upgrade, but no speed upgrade. Yeah, that might cause our runes to be turned into tarot cards, which is just not worth it for me. That's a real shame, because that goat hoof would actually make a big difference for us, but, I mean, it's not like we're in a problematic position anyway. We're basically, I wouldn't say guaranteed to win, but I'm starting to set, like, dreams in my mind right now. And my dreams are like, let's just beat all the challenges. Oh my god. It's the opposite of a speed upgrade. Let's beat all the challenges without dying. Is it conceivable? Honestly, I don't see why not. For now. I know some of them get tough, but let's use it. Wait for the foot. Oh. It destroys all the rocks on the room. That's it. I saved it because it destroys all the fucking rocks on the room. I could destroy all the rocks on the room. I don't need a fucking mystical rune from the mines of Thor's fucking Mjolnir mines to get that done. I've got shoes that can do that. I will admit, it's kind of nice having a lot of open space here, but holy crap. When it said destruction, I thought it was going to instantly kill whatever enemy we used it against. Well, at least even if this video ends up being short as hell, there's some humor in that goat hoof situation, and there's some humor in that Hagalaz situation. I picked up the trophy by accident. But we got the Rune of Ansus. This was an incredibly short run, and I apologize for that, but at the same time, that's another challenge in the books. Solar System is next. I've heard that Solar System and Suicide King are some of the most tricky challenges in the game. So I'm looking forward to that. I've heard Cursed is bad too, like hard bad. But the first 5 have gone down very easy. Thanks for watching. This was super short. I apologize for that, but we've got to get the challenges done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.